Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well, and welcome to my latest video essay, in which I'll be analysing one of my favourite movies of all time, that being The Godfather. The purpose of this video essay will be to explore some of the key themes in The Godfather, and therefore explore some of the deeper meanings in the movie. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Something that's been prevalent in the gangster genre since its inception is the depiction of violence. The severity shown on screen, however, is dependent on the kind of story being told. Take for example the scene when Vito Corleone sends his enforcer Luca Brasi to meet with Bruno Tattaglia and Virgil Sollozzo.
I'm Bruno Tattaglia.
I know.
The Bacchier de Scotch. Pre-war.
Both director Francis Ford Coppola and cinematographer Gordon Willis decide to use a combination of high and low key lighting, along with the use of shadows. These filmmaking techniques allow us to differentiate between the good and evil aspects in each character. Particularly the moment when Brazzi is being strangled to death, the camera chooses to linger on the character, as the harsh lighting on his face allows us to truly feel his pain. William Reynolds and Peter Zinner's sharp editing, along with the use of low lighting, show us the cold nature of Tattaglia and Sollozzo and the lack of emotion derived from killing a rival gang member. Ironically, these are the same qualities that allow Michael Corleone to consolidate and grow his mafia enterprise. Coppola understands the importance of capturing the emotional reaction of characters during violent scenes. This is by either showing the satisfaction in killing a person or showing the fear on a character's face as they experience such an act. This directing technique allows for maximum emotional impact for the audience, so that the violence carries significance within the context of the story. Michael Corleone's journey veers from one of innocence,
That's my family, Kay. It's not me.
to a person who eventually becomes the megalomaniac archetype of a gangster. This is best shown in the scene where Michael is sat down in his house after taking a beating from police captain McCluskey. When Michael delivers his intentions of how he will kill both McCluskey and Sollozzo, it becomes brilliant foreshadowing of Michael's rise to power. A slow push-in of the camera further sells the idea of Michael being the future head of the family.
But if Clemenza can figure a way to have a weapon planted there for me, then I'll kill them both.
Even when Clemenza and Tessio scoff at the idea of a police captain being gunned down, Michael is unrelenting in his belief that the crooked qualities of McCluskey are justifiable to kill a person in such a position. Michael is not fazed by the conflicts that stand in his way, namely the rival crime families, and that his pursuit for absolute power will not be stopped by anyone.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
Family plays a prominent role in The Godfather. Take for instance the scene where Vito and Michael are in the back garden of their home. The over-the-shoulder shot of Vito looking at his son allows us to witness the passing of the torch, if you will. The wisdom that Vito imparts to Michael are the foundations of his calculating demeanour that he will use to his advantage over time. Marlon Brando's nuanced acting conveys Vito's regret for not wanting Michael to go into the mafia business. Coppola's use of a two-shot between Brando and Pacino informs us that the former's time as Don of the family is all but up.
This wasn't enough time, Michael. Wasn't enough time.
We'll get there, Pop. We'll get there.
When Michael's wife Kay has suspicions of his potential involvement in the mafia, Michael convinces her that the Corleone family will become fully legitimate in 5 years. As an audience, we know this not to be true, as any mafia business always involves an illegal element to their operations. At this point in the story, Kay and her children are now sadly trapped in the ecosystem of the mafia underworld. At the end of the movie, we're at Michael's home when various people pay respect to him as the new Don of the family. Kay views this moment from afar, just like the audience, as we're only given a glimpse into his new lifestyle.
That Corleone.
The powerful yet simple shot of the door closing on Kay signals that she is to be left out of Michael's business affairs going forward. This signals the beginning of a troubled and turbulent relationship for Michael and Kay. The dark path that Michael takes in the story informs us that gangsters can never escape the consequences of their actions. As a result, it inevitably ends in hurt or death for either the protagonist or the ones that they hold near and dear to them. Based on what we've discussed, we can now decipher the following themes in The Godfather. The violence in the movie doesn't glamorise the hideous acts on display. Rather, it becomes a way for the characters to further their criminal exploits or to contain escalating situations that may draw attention to their illegal activities. Ego is a trait that Michael Corleone possesses, as he uses this to his advantage to gain more power in his criminal venture. Family plays a central role in Michael's character arc. He begins his journey by learning the behaviours of his father, and in turn learns to adopt Vito's violent side in his path towards criminality. Michael also adopts his father's caring persona, particularly Vito's desire to do whatever's necessary for the safety of his family. There are consequences for women who marry into this way of life. The flashy lifestyle that comes from marrying a gangster quickly dissipates into one that is filled with danger, and that at any moment it can all be taken away. So I'll now hand it over to you, as I want to find out whether or not you enjoyed The Godfather, which will definitely be interesting to hear who falls into the latter category. And I'd also love to hear what themes you took away from the movie down in the comment section below. Also, if you're a big fan of movies like myself, then be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, along with the notification bell to keep up to date with my latest videos. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.